The Brotherhood of Four in a quiet suburban town where nothing much ever happened, for boys formed a bond that would one day shake their whole world. Chucky, Will, Billy, and Morgan each. So different, yet tighter than any blood brothers. Chucky was the clear alpha. Loud, funny, fearless he. Charged into every situation. Like life was a game he couldn't lose. He cracked jokes during thunderstorms and once chased off a wild dog with nothing but a trash can lid and a water balloon. While Chucky led the group with guts, Will did it with brains. He wasn't just smart, he was brilliant. He used to be the star linebacker of the local junior football league until a knee injury ended his sports dreams. Most kids would have run. Chucky, of course, shouted, "Adventure!" and kicked it open. But that didn't stop him. These days, he worked at his uncle's garage after school, fixing engines and lifting things grown men needed forklifts for. He had a heart as big as his biceps and always had your back, physically and emotionally. Will hesitated, scanning the area, noting the strange symbols etched in the hatch's metal rim. This wasn't government issue, he muttered. Will didn't brag, though. He just listened, thought, and when he spoke, everyone shut up! People naturally followed Chucky, even adults, though they'd never admit it. Will's eyes lit up like he'd found a lost chapter of physics itself. Billy gripped a steel pipe. Chucky whooped in excitement. Will's fingers flew across the controls. The lab hummed to life when he touched a console. Then there was Will, calm, mellow, with eyes that seemed to see through problems like glass, and together, each of them alpha, genius, muscle, and heartwood. Face it, quiet, cautious, always checking twice before doing anything. Morgan wanted so badly to fit in. He didn't have Chucky's swagger, Will's genius, or Billy's brute strength. But he had heart. Even if his knees knocked when things got scary, he stayed with the group. That mattered. Billy was the tank, and then there was Morgan, smallest of the group. One day, while hiking in the woods behind Billy's uncle's cabin, the boy stumbled on something strange and old. Rusted hatch buried beneath a thicket of roots. Inside was a narrow metal stairwell leading into darkness. Could be an old storm bunker, Will said, inspecting the hinges. Or a Cold War fallout shelter. Chucky was already halfway down before anyone could stop him. Billy followed with a flashlight. Morgan gulped. Blow! They discovered an ancient Labdusty machines, glowing screens, blueprints that looked like they were drawn by aliens. Suddenly, screens blinked, and something deep below began to awaken. Something ... not human. The floor trembled, and Morgan, he stood still, scared, but didn't run. Because this time, he knew what he was. The friend who stays when it counts. That day, our best friends didn't just discover a secret they awakened, something buried. As a brotherhood,